This question says the area of a rectangular piece of land is 216 meters squared. If the length of the land is 12 meters, calculate the width of the land. What type of problem do you think this is? Let's read the question one more time. It says the area of a rectangular piece of land is 216 meters squared. If the length of the land is 12 meters, calculate the width of the land. When we look at this word problem, it is important that we understand what the question is telling us and what it is asking from us. Therefore, anytime you have a word problem, please read it more than once. Now this question says the area. So this word right here, area, is very important. We know anytime we're dealing with the area, we're always going to use a formula. It says the area of a rectangular piece of land is 216 meters squared. Then it says if the length of the land is 12 meters, so they give us the length. They want us to calculate the width of the land. Now, which formula should you use? Should you use the square formula, the rectangle formula, the circle formula? Well, the question tells you the area of a rectangular piece of land. So they tell you rectangular. Because they give you the word rectangular, we know they're talking about a rectangle. Therefore, we're going to use the area of a rectangle. And the area of a rectangle can be written as length multiplied by width. I wrote L for short and L represents the length. I wrote W for short and W represents the width. And A is going to be for the area. Now let's write down what we have. We know the area for this rectangular piece of land is going to be 216 meters squared. They also tell us the length of the land, which is going to be 12 meters. And they want us to find the width. So we don't know the width as yet. That is what they want us to find. So this side right here is what we need to find. Now with this information, we're just going to substitute this into our formula. For the area, we're just going to write 216 equals, for the length, we know it's going to be 12 meters. We're just going to write 12 multiplied by the width, which is W. Now when we start to simplify this, we can say 216 equals 12 times W is going to give us 12W. Now we know we have to get W by itself because that is the width and that's what we're looking for. To get W by itself, we're going to have to get rid of the 12. In order to get rid of the 12, we're going to have to divide on both sides. So we're just going to divide both sides by 12. We know these two 12s are going to cancel out. But we still have 216 divided by 12. In order to solve this, let's use long division. We can set it up to look like this. We can say 216 divided by 12. 12 cannot go into 2, but 12 can go into 21 one time. 12 times 1 equals 12. When we subtract this, 21 minus 12 equals 9. We're going to bring down the 6. 12 can go into 96 8 times. Now we're going to say 12 times 8, which we know is going to give us 96. When we subtract this, 96 minus 96 is going to give us 0. Therefore, the long division is complete. We can say 12 can go into 216 18 times. Therefore, 18 is going to equals the W, which is the width. So in this question, the width of this rectangular piece of land, when the area is 216 meters squared and the length is 12 meters, is going to equal to 18 meters. So this is going to be our answer for this problem, 18 meters. Now all we did is, once we have identified this was an area problem, is we wrote down the area formula for that particular shape. In this question, it was a rectangle. Once we wrote down the area for that shape, we wrote down what we had and what we was looking for. Well, they gave us the area and they gave us the length, but they wanted us to find the width. We just substituted those values into our formula and manipulated the equation in order to solve for the missing value.